What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This channel will be named later, aka Bell Bell, aka Energy Forever. We're reacting to DJ Akademiks. He releases a news story about NBA Youngboy is released on house arrest after posting 500K. 500K bond. And then he gonna pay 21K a week for security. That's tough. I mean, it's not really tough if that's part of the deal, it's part of the deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he got the money to pay for it. The label gonna get that nigga money. Cause he don't really be spending his music video budgets be real low, so he got extra money. But that nigga free ride, I didn't think he was gonna be free, to be honest with you. Especially they got him on that pole case and he was on bond. I mean, he was on bro, I'm blanking. It's 12 a.m. I'm blanking. He was on parole. Yeah, he was on parole. And they caught that nigga. He was doing a dash on them fucking officers, nigga. Yeah, let's see what they talking about on this.
Golden, okay?
Hold on, wait, let me go back. How did it start off at 8 seconds? Let's go back to the beginning. There we go.
Listen, check it out now. House Arrest Things 2 on the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, NBA Youngboy, aka Kentrell Golden, okay? He was actually allowed to walk out of the St. Martin Parish Correctional Center today after he got his second bond in a week. Now, if you don't know, basically, he's really in trouble because he was shooting a music video with a bunch of guns. Cops ran in. They ain't catch him with the guns, but his DNA, fingerprints, and other stuff was on the cartridges and the actual gun. And then they had visual evidence when they looked through the memory card of the goddamn cameraman.
Oh, damn. Hold on. They got Exhibit C and 6 over here. This actual footage from that they used. So they really used this right here from a music video. Damn, that's fucked up. Why you letting them record you with a gun, young boy? Like, what's going on, man?
They had visual evidence when they looked through the memory card of the goddamn cameraman. So they locked him up on some federal charges. They made it federal because they said these guns were like illegal, came from all over the place. Okay. Now, police actually locked him up because at first they just seized everything. They took money, took him into custody, and released him. But then the feds swooped in and locked him up while he was in California. He was driving a Maybach truck. He had a bunch of money with him and allegedly a pistol. And police pulled up behind him and he tried to do the 10K.
That's when he did the fucking dash. Now, that nigga took flight.
Allegedly, okay? After we had a young boy running like Sha'Carri Richardson from the K9 Dogs and basically then getting caught after he hopped the fence. He apparently hid like somewhere like in like a basement area. The dogs didn't bite him, but he was actually taken in custody. Then we found out the federal implications of the seizure of all them guns and the money from the Baton Rouge situation. Okay, now this is why he had to get two bonds, because he got a bond on the first thing, which was shooting a music video with a bunch of guns, right? He got a bond for that, and that's when people thought it was going to be released. However, he caught another case when he evaded arrest, right? Like when the police are trying to arrest you and you run, like that's another charge, okay? Secondly, evading gun in the Maybach truck, so that was another gun charge. Now, essentially, since the bigger case, which is obviously the Fed case, they're allowing him to be on some severe stipulation house arrest. The second case, and the judge in the second case actually said, you know what? We agree. If you actually going to do that for the Fed case, you could go free from here too. So he was allowed to walk free today. Now, what are these stipulations? First of all, young boy and his lawyers try to present everything in the goddamn world for him to get out. Okay, they said, listen, you want millions? We'll give you millions. You want me to like just be in the house and have armored guards, like all type of Navy SEALs around me? I'll do it. I'll pay for it. I don't care. You want me out the way away from gang members? I'll go to Utah. Okay? And essentially the judge said, you know what? I like the fact that you'll do anything to get out. I'm going to agree. Now, the judge didn't make him have to do everything that he said he would have done, right? So he don't have to have like these Navy SEAL people like patrolling the property nonstop, even though he still vowed he would. Apparently, something that's going to cost him, think about this, $21,000 per week. $21,000 just for security to keep Youngboy safe in Utah. Come on, man. Utah? Anyway, beyond that, he can't leave the house. It's house arrest. Duh. Third of all, he could only have a limited amount of guests, which is like 2 or 3 at a time. They also have to be registered and they have to be known to the government or his PO officer, or whoever the person is going to be communicating with his team, that they know that, number one, he not sneaking felons in there, that they know who's going in there, who's going out. And essentially, he's going to be sitting in Utah until his trial, okay? Again, there was a huge cash requirement, okay? He had to put up either a $1.5 million property bond, which means
Damn.
if you own a house, you would basically put up a portion of its worth, and that will be pretty much, they'll have a lien on your house pretty much, that they could seize, or pretty much seize your house, or at least, or force it into an auction or whatever if you go on the run. Or he had to put up $500,000, which is $500,000, in a trust account of his attorneys. Now, he did that, right? Which is probably easier to do, right? Transfer $500,000. You know, Youngboy got $500,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transfer $500,000 into an account, which is a trust. And basically, if he goes on a run or anything, that's the government's money. If he actually puts up the houses later, he gets the money back. And whatever happens with the trial, if he doesn't go on a run, he will get that money back, okay? Now, that's not it, all right? His label actually was in court. His label actually said some good stuff about how they would try to keep him safe. They said because he's an entertainer, and some of the people said, well, you know what, the reason why he's getting in trouble is because he's a rapper and he keeps doing these videos with guns. Basically, the label say, yo, we're going to make it a situation where he's not leaving the crib to go record music. We're going to go build a studio in the Utah crib. They apparently got like a $2 million investment into
$2 million
at this point, where they're going to finance a whole situation where he could record music and he could do everything.
$2 million studio in your house, nigga. You might as well build a whole new fucking house for $2 million. What the fuck kind of equipment they gonna put in there? Like holograms, nigga, like teleporters? $2 million. You don't even need that much, nigga. Yeah, you might as well build a whole new house for that shit. Ah, damn.
Everything in a very safe manner, which you would assume more house arrest things part 2, okay? Now, we'll see how this goes. Again, Youngboy should be free. He should be transferred or getting to Utah. I think by the end of the week, he'll have to check in there, and then all these stipulations will have to be in place very promptly if we want to see maybe Youngboy on the gram. There was no social media ban, so he could be on social media. Obviously, all that
he don't really be on
monitored,
social media
right?
like that.
And it'll definitely be monitored who's around him, who's doing this, who's doing that. And again, the government really went through his stuff with a fine teeth comb, man. Like, they were really even skeptical about the amount of money like he gave people, right? At first, he said that someone was gonna be like a supervisory figure while he's on house arrest, and the prosecutor said, "Well, hold up now, hold up. I don't know if this is a smart idea because Youngboy gave that person like $600,000 at one point, and they're like, yo, could somebody really supervise you if you giving them huge wads of cash and you're basically paying them and probably saving them and also financing their lifestyle? If you're paying them like that, right, and they rely on you, how could they supervise you?" So again, the prosecutors were really trying to make sure they point out every reason to keep Youngboy, but a judge actually changed her mind after months months ago. Like, pretty much the judge said, you ain't getting out. But he didn't change her mind because Youngboy, his lawyer, and his record label pretty much showed that he was willing to do anything to get out, and he was willing to obey these crazy rules, which is pretty restrictive, but that's the only way you could be free until his trial. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, make sure you guys tune in to my Instagram. You'll see the first post if he does post, if you get back on social media, or I talk to him from time to time. If he hits me up and wants to send a message, I'll definitely let you guys know as well. Get in the comments, you guys like them, subscribe to DJ Akademiks.
Yeah, so that was Akademiks. Hold on. That was Akademiks. Go back. It went to a different video.
Rules don't always apply to the elder.
Whatever. NBA, why be free, man? Why be free? Why be better? Put in the comments what if y'all liked it. Hit the like. Hit the dislike if you disliked it. I'm tired, but that's it for this video. I'm out.